had to become obsessed with YouTube to the point that I borderline did become obsessed. My manager again was like, mate, you can't neglect all your other socials for 3 months. You got 1 million followers here. You got 1.8 on TikTok. You're not using it. I was like, mate, you want YouTube or not? I had to go full, like, now I could tell you cameras, focal lengths, lighting. I know like now in a film that if the light's coming from the side, it's Rembrandt lighting, flat lighting. I know hair lights. I know like editing process, J-cuts, like all of these things. And I had to learn that because if you want to do well on YouTube, you have to become obsessed. And everyone's done the same with YouTube. They post a few videos, they drop off, they go, it's not for me. Same with jiu-jitsu, same with fitness, same with this, same with whatever it is. Like for some reason, we give this obsession a negative connotation, but actually, if there's not a level of obsession, you can never get good. And now, like if I don't create creative ideas for my business, that's what puts me in a negative headspace. I start beating myself up. I start really I'll start pacing around the house. I obviously attach to my self-worth a lot to do with my productivity and stuff. But like the people that try YouTube people that try jiu-jitsu a few times and then they do one a week and it never really works out. If they don't change their approach to how they want to be good at things, it will ruin every part of their life. Because if you're going to be a mediocre athlete, you're going to be a mediocre content creator and you're going to be a mediocre business person. Now, although there is I think there's like a balanced trifecta between business, body, and relationships, right? Which I think that you can only really allocate 2 at a time. So you can never be in amazing shape. You can never be earning amazing money and be really good with your partner at home. You have to go through little periods of dipping in and out, right?
Sure.
But when it comes to when you do focus on one part of that trifecta or one part of your life, you do need to go all in. And you might need to be on the mats for 6 days a week. And if you go, I'm going to get injured, well, don't roll as hard. Oh, I might, be too sore. Well, start letting people pass your guard. Get good at defending. Don't dial up your heart rate so high. Stick under 120 beats per minute, But ultimately, there needs to be a level of obsession, a level of all of that within any realm. And maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I think that people should glorify that a bit more. Like we see the white belts that go full time.
Yeah.
And they get good.
Yes.
And then the higher belts start getting pissed off. But mate, he's just doing more than you, or she's just doing more than you. Yeah. There's nothing outside of this. It's not genetics. It's work rate. It's how hard you want to work. And like my biggest mistake with YouTube was I thought I could find someone I could hire to help me do it. And then 10 years later, maybe not 10, bit of exaggeration, I do that. I was like, I've got to become the expert here or no one's going to come and save me.
Yeah.
And I think people need to take that upon themselves. And someone's like, oh, maybe I'm working too much. Good. You will need to, but in 3 years' time, you'll be able to step back, get other people involved, and you'll be happier because of it.